Hello there all, my name is Kate and welcome to this channel. We are in my beloved Finland, and in this video I am going to tell you drumsticks 10 shocking facts about Finland. Well, shocking is a relative term, but at the very least it's going to be, if not extremely shocking, then extremely interesting. Brown bear is the national animal of Finland, but sometimes I feel like maybe moomins should be. So Finland, the land of stunning landscapes, countless forests and lakes, and after a short intro we're going to dive in 10 most interesting facts about Finland. Finland is a country that takes Albert Einstein's wise words very seriously. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Should not we all take these words very seriously? Feeling like a failure most of the time in my beloved Finland, this is a cause for celebration. October 13th, which is today. I repeat, today is the day of the recording. It is October 13th, and the first time in my life I'm going to celebrate it today in Zurich with a bunch of friends. Because if anything should be celebrated, it's not a success. I mean, when you're successful, you're celebrating by definition, right? You're on top of the world, regardless whether there's celebration related to it. But if you're failing, oh boy, do you want to celebrate. So today I'm celebrating the National Day of Failure. Please do join me. Finally, people can get to celebrate life setbacks as a natural path of those truly brave of us on the way to success. I added this blessed day to my calendar, and today, as I said, I'm celebrating it. So do join me. Fact number 2. Finnish, along with Hungarian, are the most difficult European languages ever. Although Finland is lumped somewhere in Scandinavia, the country's language has literally nothing in common with the Scandinavian neighbors. However, Finnish has quite a lot in common with Hungarian, as it is part of one language family, Uralic. Member of Uralic languages. Finno-Ugric branch of Uralic languages. There we go. And Finnish is one of the cutest languages ever, even though it's extremely difficult. I never tried to learn it, therefore I try to gesticulate when I try to express myself in Finland. Yes, it's difficult, granted, I never learned it, but I do know some of the cutest words ever. In Finnish is like the cutest language ever. Pupu. I love this word. Pupu. Pupu is a bunny. Posu. Posu is a piglet. So that's actually both words you can use to call your sweetheart if he or she understands Finnish. Or introduce it into any other language. I mean, like, who cares if it sounds great and it means something nice? And fact number 3, Finland gave the world my absolute favorite thing, sauna. And Finnish would hate the way I pronounce it. I've got quite a few comments about it. It has to be sauna, there we go. The word sauna is Finnish as well. So no matter where you enjoy this purifying experience and source of natural high throughout the world, you can speak Finnish right there. That's Finnish word if you pronounce it in the Finnish style, sauna, not sauna like in English. Finnish sauna is foundational piece of the country's heritage. There are over 3 million of saunas in Finland, apparently more than the number of cars, roughly one sauna for less than 2 people. Finland's parliament has its own sauna, where officials can debate without really getting angry at each other, because getting angry in the Finnish sauna is taboo. Finns abroad have the luxury of saunas inside of diplomatic buildings, and nothing is better than cold drink after sauna or jumping into cold water. Again, both are sources of natural high, especially jumping into extremely cold water is literally addictive, guys. If you try it, yes, it feels awful for a few seconds, but oh my god, the feeling is absolutely amazing after you get back to sauna. So definitely try it. Fact number 4, Finland is the country, it's the place to marvel the northern lights. Every year the aurora borealis appears here more than 200 times, so every other day in the skies above the stunning Finnish Lapland. I've seen it a few times and the experience was absolutely amazing. I understood what the ancient people thought. They were imagining spirits dancing in the sky, because in my experience that's exactly how it looked. Fact number 5. most shocking one of all, Finland is the true heavy metal capital of the world, in both per capita consumption and production. Well, I mean, these kind of heavy metal music type. Finland has a thriving heavy metal music scene. There we go. That could be shocking, potentially. Well, if you're still not shocked, it's on you. Maybe you're just not an easily shocked person. Some would say the best in the world. I wouldn't know in this matter, so I would readily believe to that someone. Finns love heavy metal so much that apparently there's even a dinosaur heavy metal band for children, teaching them how to stay at school, drink milk, and eat fruits. In fact, there are more heavy metal bands per capita here than anywhere else in the world. Fact number 6, yet another one of those staggering number type facts. Finland has 188,000 lakes, giving it the highest water to land mass ratio in the world. Go Finland! Finland is an incredibly green country with over 70% of the land being forest, with over 70,000 islands. Finland's coast is home to the largest archipelago in the world. There you go. I know someone who knows someone who has an entire island who has a hut with a sauna there. I mean, who can beat that? Fact number 7, Finland gained its independence very recently, in 1917, after being under the rule of Sweden and Russia. After that, it was a shortest-lived monarchy, but not about that today. So it's just over 100-year-old, practically a baby-type democracy, yet it's both one of the youngest and the toughest, meaning highly rated democracies in the world. Yes, there is such a thing as rating of democracies called Democracy Index. As of today, Finland is rated number 3 after Norway and New Zealand. But I mean, who cares about those? New Zealand is God knows where, and Norway has oil, so that doesn't count. And the least democratic countries in the world, sadly enough, are obviously North Korea. What would be the other two? What would be your guesses for the other two least democratic countries in the world? Sadly enough, the countries that are low in the democracy are generally also very poor. So if you draw a graph with both GDP per capita and the democracy, they would be positively correlated. The higher the democracy index, the higher would be the GDP per capita. Fact number 8, and yay, yet again Finland ended up on the very top of the list of UN's annual World Happiness Report. As of 2022, Finland again is the happiest country in the world. For many years now, Finland has been finishing on the very top, followed by Denmark, Iceland, and finally Switzerland. So I'm not doing that bad. This ranking takes into account many factors: life expectancy, safety, quality of life, freedom to make life choices, economic stability, social support, perceived corruption, and results of multiple surveys. And after doing loads and loads of work, UN World Happiness Report has come to the conclusion that Finland is the happiest country in the world, which I full-heartedly agree with. Fact number 9, joulupukki is from Finland. If you don't know who joulupukki is, keep watching. Fact number 9, there is a place in Lapland called Rovaniemi where real Santa Claus lives. I mean, as real as one could possibly get. He lives in Finland, not in the North Pole, as fairy tales would mislead you to believe. Joulupukki is a Finnish Christmas figure, our Santa Claus, named joulupukki literally means, and I dare you to guess, it means Christmas goat. So joulu, goat, there you go. The name originated from old pagan tradition, and it is related to fertility, actually. Men dressed up in upside down fur coats with horns on their heads. They went from door to door asking for leftover Christmas foods and drinks. Mind you, not bringing anything, actually asking for things. So Santa is the jolly fellow and ambassador of goodwill from Lapland and Finland. And if you visit Lapland and Finland during the Christmas time and you go to Rovaniemi, you would be able to see the real joulupukki. Fact number 10, the most shocking of all, Finland is a very law-abiding country. That's not the shocking bit. The shocking bit, it can be very expensive to drive faster than the speed limit here in Finland. Speeding fines in Finland are, interestingly enough, calculated logically and fairly, so I would say based on violators' total income. That means millionaires can receive the fines up to, hundreds of thousands a year. In fact, the CEO of Nokia received a fine of 116,000 euro after breaking the speed limit. So if you are one of the millionaires, let me know. I'm looking for sponsors. Try to stay within the speed limits. And that would be all that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put the like. Write some comments. Would be interesting to know, what did you find most shocking of all? Or maybe you know some shocking facts that I don't know about. See you soon.